Iyamu running mate Malam Gani Audu under fire after being spotted guzzling alcohol as against the sacred doctrines of the Islamic religion, which is a teacher of. Malams are teachers of the Quran in mosques, so they are expected to practice what they preach. They are expected to be of good behavior and maintain good conduct in line with Islamic provisions. But surprisingly, Malam Gani Audu was spotted gulping chilled bottle beer. The same Gani will be in the mosque tomorrow and be reciting Quran verses where taking alcohol is clearly considered sinful. He would say to his congregation, "Do not drink alcohol," and just after the closure of the service, he rushes to nearby beer parlor. I am not against beer, but I'm against the hypocrisy and the irresponsibility Gani has displayed here. If you cannot be responsible to your religion, how can you be responsible to your people? Imagine the disaster a combination of a fake pastor and a fake malam will cause Edo people. This is coming from Julius Obaze. Okay. Well, in my opinion, I don't think supposed to be a cause for alarm in the first place. I don't know whether it's if really it's a malam or whatever. I think a religion should be taken out. In my opinion, religion should be taken out of this whole thing. You can do whatever you want to, the religion you want to practice, and you can do whatever you want to do with your private life. In as much it's not going against the constitution of the job is going into. I don't think there's supposed to be any problem about that. A lot of people have been criticizing him, talking all manner of things. Until we separate religion from this our democracy or governance, that is when we will get way ahead. But in as much we'll continue to be missing all of these things together, I see no reason why one will expect us to move forward. I think it's a personal thing. If he wants to do that, that is their religion. I think the religion should be able to find him if they found him culpable, or they should allow him, or they would tell him not to continue with his teaching as a malam. That's just the way I see it. To me, it's no really big deal. And also from the picture that we saw, he's trying to get to the grassroots. You could see the people, the villagers, they were just looking at him, just to try to be friendly. But one thing is that it goes beyond this. That is just another angle that I'm saying it. Politicians, when they are looking for one thing or the other, that is how always they always reckon with the people. They try to reckon with the people to make the people feel at home. But as soon as they get what they want, you will not hear from them again. But from what we've heard, that this man, even with Eze Yamu, they are grassroots people. They can mingle with anybody, wherever. But that's another thing. But by the time they get what they want, will they still be doing the same thing? We remember the way all these politicians, they will be going to all the market women, they will fry akara with them, they will, even to the extent they can even come to your hand to your house to do house help, just because of they want your vote, because they want something from you. But as soon as they get it, we've seen a lot of them. It's like it's not even the rave of the moment, because these people, I don't know whether they have held a one position or the other. After holding that position, whether they will still come back, because the way we saw the man drinking with the people, with the villagers, with the people, the locals, is it going to be the same thing after he has gotten what he wanted? The same thing goes to the Eze Yamu as well. But that is a politician's life. They always try to reckon with the people, to be familiar with the people, and the people will be relaxed, and they will use that to deceive them. But as soon as they get into power, you cannot even see them. They will be in their convoy. Everything will be with their tinted glass. You can't see them again. But in my opinion, he's drinking with the villagers, and I don't think he was embarrassing himself. If the religion is practicing says, "Oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do that," I think they have the right to tell him or to discipline him in that area. But as far as politics is concerned, I don't think there's any big deal about it. But let's see here what people are saying concerning this whole thing. Someone say APC are just getting it wrong. What a poor combo. Really? You lied. Just watch and see after September 19. Provided he's not drunk. After all, Iyamu was Curtis and Luther with pending case. Who? What is this one saying? So they are birds of the same feather. They are not qualified. He's not taking sides here. He's trying to say what a disaster they will constitute to Edo State economy. Can you call him names? We don't care. You can call him names. We don't care. He's the next governor elect. Um, Sick talk. Jonathan did worse than this. Points any politician that does not drink alcohol. Was he drunk or misbehaved? Because of intent of a smear campaign, even frivolous and laughable non-issues would be dug up and brought to the public domain. Focus on misbehavior, misdemeanor, if any, of prospective public office holders that could be of bad influence to the people he or she intends to govern, not about issues that are irrelevant and worthless to give attention. Obaseki will not lead you to anywhere. Tell us your scorecard, and stop telling us what we've already known to wipe your sentiments. If he like, let him drink branded whiskey. He's the next deputy governor elect. Beware of fake people. Mind you, there's nothing camera can't do. Funny combination. That is where he will be putting Edo's money. Oh my goodness. These are pure photoshopped pictures, so it doesn't have neck at all. Continue to deceive yourself. Even if it is real, I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think there's any big deal about it. You can go there and, you know, jolly with the locals. But my own is that after you have gotten what you want, will you still go back to the same place and do the same thing? That's what we always say. And it even goes beyond just trying to associate yourself with the locals. You have to do what they want, because there's no need for you to just sit down with them and just be cracking jokes, and yet the things that you're supposed to do for the community, you are not doing it. It goes beyond that. That is my another angle to this whole thing. If you can, if you can go to their houses, if you can do houseboy for them, it's no big deal. It's just trying to reckon with them. It's just trying to tell them that, oh, I feel your pain, we are together as at now. But if you can do the same thing when you get the power, that is a different ball game entirely, because most of them have done that in the past, and you see them coming out again. You can't even see them because they will be in their tinted glass, and just they won't even wave. We can't even go near because security will just be all over them. Everything not in APC's favor is Photoshop. Okay, this picture was shopped, was faked and photoshopped. It is possible he is not the one drinking the beer. Even if he does, he is attached to is he attached to any mosque as the malam in charge? Who do you want to fool, pastor or malam? Is personal. Mr. PDP campaigner, this is immaterial. Let um it be issue-based campaign. PDP, what have you done with the mandate given 4 years ago? What do you intend doing? APC, what will you do for us if giving you the mandate? All this one mentioned insignificance. Malam or pastor. APC Jagajaga. Jonathan is not a Muslim. What's even the coronation between light and darkness, or who's fooling who here? You are not serious. You are not smoking a janja in your closet like your Obaseki. Okay, we know this is coming from APC. Fayoshe has done this before in the public while he was the governor. So what is the cry all about? He's sharpening his pen to loot the treasury. Don't give them chance. You know, we are seeing Iyamu'S supporters and Obaseki supporters. I think it goes beyond all of this. You know, everything in Nigeria is all about a Photoshop. But I think it's their personal life. Whatever they want to do, I think it's their own personal life. It's nothing that people should start talking about, or people should start blaming them for. He wasn't drunk. He was not misbehaving. That is their own religion. It makes so whatever. But in that place, he was sitting down, and it's like he was telling them stories. He was telling them all he could tell them. He was not misbehaving. I didn't mean he was being seen in the gutter. That one's a different thing entirely. Okay, that will be too serious a thing. The two of them should not near Edo government house. Okay, PDP has seen character defamation as their manifesto. A governor who believes he had performed need no sentiments as campaign. It is said that Obaseki could not read his scorecard to Edo people as sitting governor. Instead, it turns to sentiment. It's not all about sentiment, you know. Like for me, I don't think I've never seen any tangible development in this country. Go to all the states, you see the same moving around circles. The ones the past governors that have done one or two things before, but the problem they have is that the continuity about those things that they have done. As soon as they left the government, the next governor that came in, they scattered the whole thing. So since then, we've not been able to see tangible development. They will just be telling you, ah, we did this, we did this, they budgeted how much for this, they budgeted how much for that. But in the recent, people are still suffering. There is no modern infrastructure. Go to all the states. There's nothing you can just even beat your chest to say, oh, this is my country. And these people, they go round the world. So it is almost the same thing, moving around circles. If eventually Iyamu wins, what is he going to do differently? But let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let's keep our finger crossed. But as for me, as for the drink or whatever, I don't think that one is even relevant in the first place. So, guys, let us see. Let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.